The video begins with an introduction where the narrator, who introduces himself as the Magician, talks about his experience in the world of pool. With a friendly tone, he invites the audience to join him on a journey through one of the most memorable moments of his career. His great match in 1996. The scene shifts to the semi-finals of the Legends of Nine Ball tournament, held at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, United States. The narrator explains that he faced Jim Rempe, also known as King James, one of the best players of the time. Ranked among the top 5 in the professional circuit, the weight of representing the Philippines and its people added extra pressure, so he knew he had to give his best. The narrator passes the microphone to his friend Daniel, who takes over to delve deeper into the details of this historic match. Daniel asks the audience to prepare for a game full of excitement and encourages them to like the video and subscribe for more content. The match begins with Jim Rempe breaking in the first rack. The narrator describes how the first shot can set the pace for the game. Rempe manages to pocket a ball in the opening, giving him an early advantage. The game progresses with both players showcasing their skill in the first rack. Rempe misses the shot on the 3-ball, but gets lucky by not leaving a clear opportunity for Reyes. The narrator highlights how controlling the cue ball is crucial at this level of competition. Reyes takes advantage of the situation and pockets the 3-ball, positioning himself well to continue. The narrator notes that Filipinos are known for their skill in pool, and Reyes is no exception. With a precise shot, he sets himself up for the 5 and 6 balls. The narrator describes Reyes as a national treasure in the Philippines, emphasizing his ability to handle pressure and execute difficult shots. Reyes explains that his experience in 3-cushion billiards and carom helped him refine his technique, especially in kick shots. At a critical moment, Reyes attempts a complicated 2-rail shot, but doesn't achieve the desired effect. Rempe capitalizes on Reyes' mistake and pockets the 9-ball, winning the first rack. The narrator comments that although Reyes made an error, the match is far from over, and both players are displaying exceptional skill. The match moves to the 5th rack, where Reyes pockets a ball in the opening. However, he finds himself in a tricky position with the 1 ball, so he decides to play it safe with a defensive move. Reyes executes a flawless defensive shot, leaving Rempe with no clear options. The narrator praises Reyes' strategy, which forces Rempe to attempt a difficult shot. Though Rempe makes contact, he leaves an opportunity for Reyes, who capitalizes by pocketing a combination shot and continuing his advance in the rack. Reyes demonstrates his aggressiveness by attempting and successfully making a difficult combination shot. The narrator highlights Reyes' confidence in his ability to sink complicated shots, allowing him to take control of the rack. At this point, Reyes leads the match 3 racks to 1. The narrator notes that if he's not careful, Reyes could extend his lead quickly. Additionally, it's mentioned that in 1976, Reyes began playing three-cushion billiards, and because other players avoided facing him in pool, the narrator reveals a curious fact. In 1985, Reyes used the alias Cesar Morales to hide his identity when he started his career in the United States. This was because his name was already well known in the pool world, and he wanted to avoid players refusing to compete against him. In the 20th rack, the tension is palpable. Rempe takes the lead for the first time in the match, moving within one rack of victory with a score of 10-9. The narrator describes how Reyes, now under pressure, must stay focused to avoid losing the match. Reyes capitalizes on a mistake by Rempe, who attempts a difficult shot on the two ball and misses. This gives Reyes the chance to tie the score at 10 racks each, sending the match to a thrilling tiebreaker. The narrator recalls that Reyes is one of the most successful players in pool history, having won over $645,000 in tournaments by 2006. With the match on the line, Reyes shows why he's considered one of the best, staying calm in the most critical moments. Both players are at their limit. The narrator describes how Reyes decides to take a risk with an offensive shot, showcasing his winning mentality. Though the shot isn't easy, Reyes trusts in his ability to pull it off. The match reaches its climax with a tiebreaker in the final rack. Reyes breaks but fails to pocket any balls, giving Rempe the opportunity to take control. However, the American makes a critical error by attempting a complicated shot on the 9 ball, leaving a clear opportunity for Reyes. Reyes seizes Rempe's mistake and begins pocketing the balls one by one, demonstrating impeccable precision. The narrator highlights how Reyes handles the pressure, staying calm and executing each shot masterfully. With the score tied, Reyes pockets the 1 ball and positions himself for the 2 ball. The narrator describes the tension in the air as the audience watches on the edge of their seats while Reyes closes in on victory. In a nervous moment, Reyes almost misses the 3 ball, but sinks it at the last second. The narrator notes that despite the pressure, Reyes maintains his concentration and presses forward. Reyes continues his advance, pocketing the remaining balls with precision. The narrator describes how the audience erupts in applause with each shot, celebrating the Filipinos' skill and determination. Reyes sinks the 9-ball, winning the match 11-10. The narrator praises both players' performances, noting that this match will go down in history as one of the most exciting in the world of pool. The video ends with Reyes thanking his fans for their support and encouraging viewers to continue enjoying the sport he loves.